Hey guys, this is part 2 of our simplifying radicals video, and we left off on part 1 simplifying this square root of 32x cubed y squared. And following our steps, we're going to do the prime factorization first, and then because our index is 2, we're looking for factors that are repeated twice. Now, what I was saying at the end of part 1, before I got cut off, is that if you look at 32 and you go, oh, I already see a square root, a perfect square, it's 16 times 2, then you can go ahead and put the perfect square and the remaining factors. However, I really like doing the prime factorization and listing those in groups of 2 because it really helps you I think, to check your work and make sure that you don't miss any steps. So after we've got all those groups of 2, we're going to separate our radicand into 5 different radicals here. And we know that square roots undo perfect squares. And this is a perfect square. X squared is a perfect square. They undo each other. So we're left with 4 times x times y times square root of 2x. We're then going to multiply everything outside the radical. So we get 4xy, and then 2x, root 2x is still under the radical, so our final answer is 4xy square root of 2x. All right, let's try the cubed root of 16x squared, y to the 4th, z to the 6th. Again, if you see a perfect cube inside the 16 as a factor, you could go ahead and skip to that step, but we're going to do prime factorization. So we have 16 is 2 times 8, and 8 is 2 times 4, and 4 is 2 times 2. So we are left with 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times x times x times y times y times y times y times z times z times z times z times z times z. All right, this is going to seem a little tedious, but again, it helps us to make sure we have all the factors listed, that we haven't made any mental mistakes, and that we are grouping and pulling things out correctly. So we're looking for cubed roots here, so we're looking for groups of 3. So I've got 3 2's, I've got a leftover 2. I don't have 3 x's, so I can't group those. I've got 3 y's and a leftover y, and then z and z. So I'm going to create my groups here. So I've got cubed root of 2 to the 3rd times the cubed root of y cubed times the cubed root of z cubed times the cubed root of z cubed. And then I'm going to put all my leftovers in this last one. The cubed root of 2 times x times x times y. Now, when we get down to the next step that I'm about to show you, you're going to see that the computer, the example that's done in the book is done a little bit differently because they pulled out a perfect cube to begin with. I listed all of the factors. All right, so you can see they pulled out a perfect cube of 8. They recognized 8 as a perfect cube and then listed all of the other factors after the fact. So you can see they've got the x squared and then a y cubed and then a leftover y and z cubed and z cubed. So it's listed a little bit differently. Let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like when we simplify. Okay, here's all of our perfect cubes, which is what I have listed up here. There and there and there and there. And then here's all of our leftovers, 2 and then x and y. Okay, the perfect cube of 2 squared, or the perfect cube of 2 cubed is just 2, and the perfect cube of y cubed is y, and the perfect cube of z cubed is z, and the perfect cube of z cubed is z. And then we have all this leftover part here, 2, and then x times x is x squared and y. So our final answer then is that 2y z squared times the cubed root of 2x squared y. And the reason we have z squared is because we had z times z up here. All right, so I know my handwriting is a little bit difficult to see, but hopefully you can follow those steps that we listed there for you. So today, in both parts 1 and 2, we used rules and properties to simplify radicals. We used prime factorization to see if there were any perfect squares or perfect cubes, depending on what the index is. We pulled out as perfect squares or perfect cubes, depending on the index, and then had factors remaining under the radical symbol that were not perfect squares or perfect cubes. If you guys have any questions, be sure to write those down and ask me next class.